Good morning. It is Monday, December 5th. I just got to work. I'm looking over all of my patients. I know what I'm doing before getting to work, but I don't look at the radiographs until I get to work because I can't pull up these radiographs at home. So for my first patient, we're doing number 31 extraction, second patient number 14 mesial-occlusal composite. At 10:30 I have a new patient. At 11:30 I have number 3 extraction. At 1 p.m. I have number 29 extraction. At 2:15 p.m. I have restorations. At 3:30 I have rest seat preps and final impressions for cast partial denture. That's my last patient. Hi guys, it is almost 11 a.m. I'm on my third patient. My first patient of the day was supposed to be an extraction, but the tooth seemed to be restorable and the pain wasn't clear, so we ended up doing an exam. Honestly, I'm really glad I didn't extract that tooth because I would have felt really bad because it's a completely restorable tooth. After we did that exam, I did number 14 mesial-occlusal composite on my next patient, and now the patient that I have right now is a new patient exam. So the FMX is currently being taken by my assistant and I'm just waiting for them. I just finished seeing my patient for the exam. They have periodontitis. That is the main issue. I'm so lucky in a way that I can speak Spanish because a lot of the patients here only speak Spanish and I can communicate with them.
It smells good.
It's lunchtime. It's 12:56. Our next patient is at 1, which means our lunch is 5 minutes long. This is our lunch. I'm all done for today, but I still have a bunch of notes to do. I probably have like 7 notes to do. Today was rough. It's just difficult because I want to do the best work possible, but there's a time limit, and then I get frustrated when the work doesn't look the way I would want it to look, or I want to fix something, but in reality there's not much time to do it, so I feel like I'm not providing the best work I can provide. For my last patient, I took final impressions for an RPD. This is what it looks like. Prepped rest seats right here, and then we took a final impression. I sanitized this. It's clean. And yes, the cotton rolls are in there. That sometimes happens. And now I'm writing up the lab prescription so the lab can pour it up for me, make me a metal framework, and wax rims. So then when I see the patient again, we can try that in. Good morning. It is the second week of Vlogmas, day 2. Welcome. I just got to work. I have a full schedule. Let me tell you what I'm doing today. So my first patient in the morning, we're doing a composite. Then the next one, we are cementing a crown. And then the next one, we're discussing CBCT findings for implants. But we're not doing the implants because they don't have enough bone. At 11 a.m., we're doing an extraction of number 4. Then it's lunch. And then at 1 p.m. I have extraction of number 29. At 2:15 I have an extraction and a restoration. At 3:30 I have a perio re-eval to see if they qualify for perio surgery. That's our day, another dollar. I'm just kidding. I'm not really making dollars. It is almost 3:30. My last patient is at 3:30. Today has been rough, but a lot of days are rough. Just sometimes treatments change. And yeah, there's a lot of things that go into being a dentist or a dental resident in this case. My last patient, we extracted number 3 and they were bleeding a lot, so I had them sit in the chair for a while. We put a suture, put gauze, it was fine. Alright guys, I am home from work. It is 6:30. Usually when I get home, I eat dinner or try to do something relaxing. I have my dog here. He's nice to have. Sometimes I take Bagel on a walk. That's usually what I do. I take Bagel on a walk. That's what I did yesterday. Today, since I got home a little bit later, I kind of just got home maybe 30 minutes ago. I had dinner. My husband made me dinner. I usually come home, eat dinner, and then work on my notes. And then I do notes for a very long time. Yesterday, I was on the computer doing notes until 9 p.m., something like that. And then I have to look at the patients for the following day and look through all their notes and their medical history and look up their medications, things like that. I get to bed pretty late. I didn't get much sleep yesterday. I think I was in bed by 10, but I just was tossing and turning. I just couldn't go to sleep. Today, I'm hoping to get way better sleep. So I'm gonna do my notes, but first, I think I'm gonna go to the gym for at least like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I wanna get like a really quick workout in. Mostly because I don't have time to do like a full workout, but I wanna do something. So my favorite thing to do at the gym is the Stairmaster. So I'm gonna do that for like 10 minutes and then shower. So the shower will basically be my relaxing time. And then I'll sit on my computer, do notes. Honestly, I have a lot of notes I probably won't finish. That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. Tomorrow, I have lecture in the morning. It's a half day for clinic. Thank goodness. Wednesdays are great. The good thing about that is that we have less notes to do since we only have a half day in clinic. And then Thursday this week is a long day. We work until I think 6 p.m. I don't know the actual time, but it's a long day. But right after a long Thursday, we have an early Friday, which is great. So Friday I'll be getting out at 2, which is exciting. If you guys are watching this and are in other GPR programs, how is your GPR going? GPR for me is definitely way harder than it was for dental school. I definitely think GPR hands down is way harder than dental school, but it's okay, we're learning. I'm definitely learning a lot. Good morning, it is Wednesday. On Wednesdays, we have the luxury of going to lecture in the morning. Our lectures are off campus somewhere else. I'm walking to the hospital. This is where it's at. And we're going to learn about finances, I believe. I think that's what the first lecture is. I have to look at it. And then we have 2 more lectures after that. So I'm all done with lecture. It is 12:25. I really have to go get lunch because I have a meeting at 12:45 for the research that we're doing. I think it's a Teams meeting. I don't know if Dr. Patel is gonna be in today, but we're just gonna discuss the research and see what the next steps are. I'm excited about that. Anyways, I'm gonna head to the cafeteria, get something to eat, go to my meeting, and just try to have a good day in clinic. My patients for today, the one at 1 p.m. is, I don't know what we're doing exactly. In the notes it said that one of their denture teeth came off. My next patient I believe is at 2 p.m. It's a restoration and then another restoration at 3 p.m. We're all done. Heading home now. Let me just give you a little tour. This is where we usually have huddle in the mornings. This is the residence room. There's a hygiene room here, another hygiene room, another hygiene room, and then 3 operatories over there, another operatory here. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday, December 8th, the 8th day of Vlogmas. Every single day I wake up and I tell myself today's gonna be a better day and I'm ready. Today's a little bit different because it's our long day. The second Thursday out of every month is our long day, and then the Friday that comes after that Thursday is a short day. Today's our long day. My day started at 7 in the morning. We had grand round lectures with all of the medical residents and the dental residents. But the nice thing about this is that it's on Teams, which is like kind of like Zoom, so you can do it from home. I woke up at like 6:55, logged onto Teams, put on my AirPods, looking at the lecture on my phone. But today's lecture was way too real and I was really paying attention. I usually pay attention. They're actually usually pretty interesting. But today's lecture was on stress and burnout. It was very relatable because I'm definitely feeling a little stressed and a little burnt out. It was a good lecture. It made me think about a lot of different things and different ways to cope with different situations, but it also kind of stressed me out a little bit more. So in the morning I did some yoga on my yoga mat here at home, pet my dog for a long time, did yoga with my dog, and then made myself some tea, and I'm drinking it in a nice cute little cup. So basically I'm noticing that I'm stressed and I'm doing things about it instead of just letting it happen. So today's our long day. My first patient is at 9:30. It's 9 a.m. right now, so I just finished eating breakfast. Let me tell you about the patients that I'm seeing today. 9:30, my first patient is number 12, occlusal composite. At 10:30, I have an emergency patient. It says that a filling came out. At 11:15, I have a number 3 mesial occlusal composite. At 1:30, I have RCT of number 14. I haven't done many molar RCTs. I've done one, and after doing that, I'm like, I'm okay with just referring my molar RCTs out. At 2:45, I have number 8 and 9 crown refinements and final impressions. I'm excited about this one. I really like anterior teeth, so I need to remember to take photos, shade match, and hopefully we can get that final impression done. I prepped them last time, but I need to re-prep them and fix it up and take the final impression. At 4:45, I have a crown delivery, tooth number 13. I didn't prep it. It was prepped by a previous resident. We're delivering that today. Hopefully it's back in the lab. I need to go check this morning. And then my last patient at 5:45 is a restoration, number 13, DO. The goals that I'm gonna work on that hopefully will make my life less stressful at work are I'm gonna try to do hygiene checks first thing in the morning before seeing my own patients. I'm gonna see if that works out better. And then if I'm doing a restoration, for example, a class 2, after I put in my last increment of composite, I'm gonna leave the room and just delegate the task to my assistant. I'm gonna tell my assistant to like remove everything, final light cure, and then I'll go do an exam, a hygiene exam during that time, and then I'll come back and I'll see how that works out. I did that yesterday. It worked out. I know I have to work on multitasking. It's really hard to multitask when you're not used to it. In dental school, you would see just one patient at a time for a long time. Here, you're the only doctor and everyone needs you. The hygienist needs you, the assistant needs you, the front desk needs you. I have to learn how to multitask, even though there's only one of me. All right, you guys, I just finished seeing my last patient and today was a good day. I feel good. I didn't stress out too much. I don't know what about today was, but today was a little bit more fulfilling. It's 6:42. We get out at 7 on Thursday, so we finished early. How was your day?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, I had a good day today too.
And it flew by.
For one of my emergencies today, this patient was in a lot of pain. The tooth was sensitive to percussion, bite, palpation. There was no obvious decay, and like if you look at it, there isn't very obvious decay. And the PDL is widened, there's some furcation involvement. This one was a little strange for me, or it wasn't very straightforward. But when we took the perio probe right in the middle, it just dipped and the patient jumped. And you can see like a small line here. Besides being perio involved, this tooth also has a fracture that we noticed on the occlusal clinically. That's what we diagnosed this one as. Good morning, it is finally Friday. It is the last day of the week. It is almost 11 a.m. I just finished seeing my first patient. So I didn't see my first patient until 10 a.m. today because this morning we had lecture. It was about cleft palate. It was with an oral surgeon and we got to do it from home. So we got to come to clinic late, but let's look at our schedule for today. Patient that I just saw was for a composite, number 17, mesial occlusal. The tooth was tilted forward, so it wasn't like the worst thing since it's a tooth that's so far back in the mouth. My 11:15 patient, which is in about 15 minutes, is a wax try-in. And then my 1 p.m. patient is number 30 composite. And that's all for the day. We are done with the week. We did it. We made it through another week. This was an early day. It's now around 4 p.m. When I got home, I did a couple notes and tried to do some relaxing before 3 p.m. because at 3 p.m. I have therapy. I schedule therapy every month. I think I'm realizing from the lecture that we had on Thursday and from my therapy session today that I'm getting burnt out, and I've never really have been burnt out. Like I didn't get burnt out from dental school, so I've never really felt this feeling before. So maybe one day after I overcome this burnout phase of mine, if that's really what it is, I can tell you guys what I did or something like that. I'm gonna try to change my attitude about work, which I try to do every single day, but I think it's important to talk about because a lot of GPR residents or medical residents go through this and get burnt out. And I know this because we had the lecture on Thursday. Today, my co-resident and I and my husband are gonna go to the Christmas market again because it's a lot of fun and it's something to do here. Next week is going to be a lot more exciting because it's it's gonna be an ortho day on Friday. Those are my favorite days. And then, oh, I'm also gonna be on call next week. So hopefully I don't get called in. Or if I get called in, hopefully it's not like at midnight or something like that, because sleep is important. I'll see you guys for Vlogmas next week. All right, bye guys, bye-bye.